Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Soy Arrow. Hoy les traigo un nuevo video de Diablo 4. Esta vez vamos a hablar de este nuevo video que han sacado en el canal de Diablo oficial, ¿sí? Que dice Diablo 4, dentro del juego una nueva saga. Así que vamos a mirar un poquitito cuál es el contenido y vamos a estar analizando cada una de las cosas. Lo primero que nos está informando es que el juego de Diablo 4 está orientado 50 años después de lo que sería Diablo 3. ¿Sí? Nos vamos a encontrar con personajes nuevos y con personajes que nosotros ya conocemos. Dentro de alguno de los personajes que nosotros ya conocemos, nos vamos a encontrar obviamente con Inarius, nos vamos a encontrar con Lorath, que es un personaje que va a ser importante en cuanto al hilo de la historia también. Y ese viejo Lorath, o sea, o mejor dicho, el Lorath que vemos ahora es un Lorath viejo, ¿sí? Que si ustedes se acuerdan, dentro de las ciudades en Diablo 3, cuando nosotros estamos en la aventura, van a ver que está a la par de Tirael, ¿sí? Y vamos a ver entonces ahora qué papel cumple dentro de este nuevo juego de la saga de Diablo, ¿sí? Después, otra cosa que nos comentan es que dentro de esos 50 años que han pasado se ha creado como una especie de vacío, ¿sí? Y no solamente de vacío, sino que han sido 50 años donde el mundo no, o mejor dicho, el mundo no, vamos a decirlo, santuario. Santuario no ha logrado sanar todas sus heridas.
Before Sanctuary was created, the heavens and the hells were battling each other in a non-stop war. Our Sanctuary was created by disenfranchised rebel angels and demons that wanted out. They didn't want to be a part of this never-ending war because there was literally no point. Two of those people were Inarius and Lilith.
Ahí claramente nos está diciendo los personajes principales de esta creación de santuario, que son Inarius, ¿sí? Y Lilith.
Is a demon and Inarius is an angel. They were part of the eternal conflict between heaven and hell, in which they were constantly fighting with each other.
When Lilith captured Inarius, she was ready to torture him, but when she learned that they're of like mind, she became his partner in crime. They stole a singular, most important object known as the World Stone, a massive, iconic, mountain-sized gem that has the ability of creation.
Inarius and Lilith helped to create the world of Sanctuary.
And that's where the name of the world comes from. It was their sanctuary to hide away from the eternal conflict.
They both have similar goals, but as an angel and as a demon, have different ways of going about it.
Inevitably, it wasn't going to last. They've clashed multiple times throughout the history of the Diablo universe, and the last time they met, Inarius banished Lilith from the world and locked her in this realm of darkness.
We wouldn't see Lilith again until the cinematic by 3 They Come, when a mysterious figure pulled her back into Sanctuary and set her loose on the world she helped create.
Es impresionante la primera impresión que uno tiene desde que se lanzó en la BlizzCon el video donde aparece Lilith es maravilloso. O sea, es realmente imponente la presencia de Lilith. Es imponente. Y obviamente Inarius también. Lo van a ver en algunos detalles de los trailers, ¿sí? De los videos previos de Diablo 4, donde Inarius realmente con su luz y con su fuerza aparece como un personaje fuerte, ¿sí? Para contrarrestar el personaje fuerte que es Lilith.
Inarius also suffered when the heavens found out where he was and what he had done, that he had created this world. He was punished and handed over to the burning hells as a peace offering.
Because of these two experiences, both Lilith and Inarius do share that they were betrayed and they've been disillusioned. That does not mean that they get along.
There's this rare moment in time where Inarius and Lilith are back on the world.
It is them fighting each other with humanity as their battleground.
When the story of Diablo 4 begins, this wanderer is trudging through the snowstorm in a place called the Fractured Peaks. Really, they're just looking for some shelter.
The player character in Diablo 4 is whoever the player wants to be. Are they running from something? Are they running to something? What kind of a person are they? We leave that up to them to decide.
They are seeking refuge from this blistering cold that saturates everything within the fractured peaks. They find a cave, and it is that moment where they're pulled into the bigger events of Sanctuary, these monumental moments that will be taking place that will shape and shake the world.
Hay cierto detalle que ahí como lo analizan, ¿sí? De cómo arranca tu personaje cuando arrancas Diablo 4, que por ahí yo mucho no le presté atención por una cuestión de que uno cuando empieza en el juego quiere avanzar y ver qué más hay, qué podés descubrir, más que nosotros estamos probando en la beta. Entonces es como que nada, ese detalle de decir, bueno, está el personaje que se siente solo en un mundo donde tiene frío, donde tiene que encontrar una forma de resguardarse. Todas esas sensaciones medio como que es tan rápido, es tan así el comienzo y con las ganas de jugar que teníamos en la beta que ni pelota.
It has been 50 years since Malthael, the aspect of death, culled about 50% of humanity. Humans struggle to survive in that 50-year gap after that massive culling. The humanity itself is trapped between the high heavens and the burning hells, and each are trying to influence humanity in their own way. The players asked to save Sanctuary by a specific character.
Malthael acabó con el 50% de la población.
Lorath in Diablo 4 is not the same Lorath from Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. He's a changed man. He was a member of the Herodrim. And the Herodrim is this secretive order of scholars and mages who protect the world from demons and other supernatural threats.
Lorath is much older and weathered from the things that he's seen. He is struggling with who he is.
No solamente se lo nota con más madurez, digámosle, más allá de la edad, ¿no? Sino que se lo ve con otra soltura, tanto en los intercambios de diálogos entre tu personaje con Lorath, se lo nota como muy suelto, como nada que ver a ese Lorath que está pensativo junto a Tirael. O sea, nada que ver. Pero bueno, son 50 años de diferencia.
They will need to try to figure out a way to survive in the world of Sanctuary and all of its turmoil since Lilith has come back. We have a lot of new characters that you'll be experiencing in the world of Sanctuary. One of them is Prava. She leads the Cathedral of Light. The Cathedral of Light is a militaristic faction led by Inarius. Inarius is the ultimate supreme leader, but she...
Prava, no sé si se acuerdan, tenemos que hacer un par de misiones dentro del primer capítulo para Prava.
She was at rock bottom when Inarius met her. As you can imagine, on Sanctuary, life is brutal. Inarius uplifted her and taught her the tenets of the Cathedral of Light.
Ever since then, she's become his most loyal, fervent follower. She would do anything for him, and she just really believes in what he stands for.
Inarius is in various states of bitterness. You're seeing a faction that has done as much good as necessarily bad. You as a player get to decide how you feel about those actions, and Prava will be at the forefront of all of it.
Donan, he's one of the Herodrim. He is this very gifted mage who also is a scholar. We find him in this place called Scotland, where he's made a name for himself and become something of a hero. In Diablo 4, we'll find out what Donan's relationship with Lorath is and the Herodrim, and how he became a hero in this place. Neyrelle is this young adventurer. She has traveled the world with her mother looking for lost artifacts. She's spent her life going through old ruins and reading old texts.
Bueno, con Neyrelle lo que nos toca es vivir por ahí la parte más importante dentro del capítulo 1, dentro del acto 1. ¿Sí? La historia de tener que ir a buscar a la madre y tratar de rescatarla. Y bueno, para el que no jugó, no le voy a contar cómo termina.
And learning these arcane things. Together, they're searching for the remnants of the Herodrim. They believe in finding that, they'll find some purpose.
She is someone who is very intent on stopping Lilith, so she becomes a very strong ally for you and for Lorath throughout the game.
It's through her actions that Lorath and the group that you will follow will come to contend against Lilith.
Something that we tried to do from a narrative perspective is create people that are living in a very dark place, but still trying their best to live.
They'll have some scars, but they also have these pieces of beauty and humanity. We wanted to ground them in the circumstances of the world and make them feel real and relatable.
With Diablo 4, you're very much watching a tragedy unfold. It's definitely a story that we wanted to create around people, not just the apocalyptic elements that surround the story. And that's something that we really sought to bring to you as a part of the Diablo narrative.
Lilith is free, she has some followers, and she's back on her old business. She's gonna corrupt us or try to turn us to her side for her own ends.
The story of Lilith and Inarius is the darkest story we've ever told, and it expands the mythos of Sanctuary and the lore of the series like never before.
Tremendo, tremendo hype y ya nos queda nada. ¿Qué nos queda? Nada, un par de días, que son 10 días. Disponible el 6 del 6. Para los que tienen la segunda edición y la versión que vendría a ser esa, la que tiene el recuadro dorado, arrancan 4 días antes. Así que mucho hype. También esta seguidilla que han hecho de tantos videos está haciendo que uno se cebe cada vez más. Y bueno, y pasan cosas y uno termina comprando todo, y así. Bueno, gente, espero que les haya gustado todo. Vamos a estar subiendo contenido muy pronto, sí, ya quedan muy poquitos días para arrancar Diablo 4, así que vamos a ver si sale algún directito por ahí. Seguramente vamos a estar haciendo algún directito de comienzo de juego. Ya que estamos, vamos a compartir un poco esta experiencia espectacular que vamos a tener. Como siempre, cada vez que se arranca un juego, uno arranca con toda la ilusión del mundo. Así que nada, espero que me acompañen. Y a los que les haya gustado el video, ya saben, pueden dejar su me gusta. Si no están suscritos al canal, los invito a que se suscriban, ya que gran cantidad de la gente que mira el contenido de mi canal no está suscrita. Así que los invito a que se suscriban y que activen la campanita para recibir notificaciones de nuevos videos. Así que hasta acá ha sido todo. Y bueno, nos estamos viendo en el próximo video. Bye bye.